I worked in bookstores for 15 years, and so many things happened. I need to tell these stories. This one falls into the I can't make this shit up category, okay? So one day, I was at the customer service desk, and I saw two ladies walking into the store. One of them was carrying a very large plastic tote, like the biggest Rubbermaid tote that you can get. And the other one was carrying a large bunch of balloons, including a happy birthday balloon, just walking in the bookstore like that. And they headed down the aisle and went straight into the children's department. I said hello as they walked by. They said hello to me like nothing was going on. I kind of moseyed back there to see what they were going to do, and I realized that they were setting up an entire child's birthday party. They were taping the balloons to displays. They were moving around our furniture. They moved one of the tiny little tables for kids to read at, and were setting up cupcakes and lemonade and soda, like a full-on small child birthday party. Now, this was a Saturday, and it was super busy, so the place was packed. And I was just like, I can't. So I went and decided to consult with my colleagues about what we should do about this. And we decided that we weren't going to get into it with them because we didn't want to just ruin things for a small child. But when it seemed like they were wrapping up, we needed to go have a conversation with mom and be like, you cannot do this. This is crazy. Now, carrying on from here, we proceeded to get a bunch of complaints from parents who were coming in and just thinking this was a normal bookstore event, because normally we did our store events on that stage. And kids were walking over and trying to sit down with them, have a cupcake. Parents were walking over thinking it was store employees setting up an event. And we had to keep explaining to people no, it's not a store event. I'm sorry, this is confusing. Those people are weird. And then someone came over and she was listening to the person in front of her complaining. And she says, yeah, I was going to complain about that too. But now that I heard what you said and I know that it's not a store event, I actually have something different to tell you. They're using a hot iron and making t-shirts, and my son almost ran up and burned his hand. Are you kidding me? You're using a hot iron on the floor in the middle of a busy store where you have randomly set up a birthday party for your child? We went back there and told them they could not use the iron and they had to unplug it and take it out of the store immediately. They were really pissed at us. And I was just like, you can't use a hot iron. It's not safe. We're not set up for that. And then finally, when they wrapped up the party, we went and told them, you can never do this again. This is super inappropriate. Please, no.